Hello, everyone. If you want to get inspiration, motivation, and hacks about life, career, and writing, this is the channel for you. I am ERR Stories, and welcome to Life Thoughts and Inspirations TV.
Hello everyone! Bago tayo pumunta sa ating interview for today, hayaan nyo muna akong mag-unboxing, unwrapping ng book ng ating surprise guest for sa ating Conversations with ERR Stories. So, buksan na natin siya. Actually, medyo nabuksan ko na to. So, may ganda. May pagtunog-tunog pa. Ayan. Alright, so may note dito, character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. That is from Helen Keller. Thank you. Trust me in your times of trouble, and I will rescue you, and you will give me glory. Psalm chapter 50, verse 15. So, ayan po yun. Bubuksan natin ang laman ng libro na ito, ang ating surprise guest for today. Ay, bumukas. Ali, you're my hero. Pwede naman palang i-slide na lang, guys, para hindi na mahihirap. Uy, ang ganda ng balot niya, packaging niya, no? Okay, buksan natin. Yon. Uy, ang ganda. There. So, ito ang Firstpective Matters to a Life Well Lived, written by Dr. Errol B. Ybanez Jr. And siya nga ang ating i-interviewin for today. So, stay tuned. Panoorin nyo na ang Conversations with ERR Stories.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Life Thoughts and Inspirations TV. And for today's episode of Conversations with ERR Stories, we have with us Dr. Errol B. Ybanez, aka Dr. Errol. Dok Errol, as what his peers call him, is a career service executive eligible, an author, a professor, trainer, training program developer, resource person, consultant, and a dynamic leader. His almost 3 decades of experience, both in the government and private sectors, has richly gained him proficiency in bank examination, asset management, receivership and liquidation, organizational development, internal auditing, cashiering, and customer service. Grabe, napakadami ng kanyang accomplishments. And bukod doon, he is a part-time professor at the Graduate School Division of different colleges and universities here in Metro Manila. He is an accredited trainer of the Philippine Trade Training Center of DTI, contributing writer to the Public Manager, the official publication of the Career Executive Service Board, and also to Intercom, the official publication of PDIC. He is an advisor and panelist for dissertation, thesis, case analysis, and feasibility study, a regional quality assessment team member of CHED NCR since 2005, a motivational blogger and vlogger through his FB page, Firstpective Matters. He authored 2 books, Applied Strategic Management and Business Policy, a Case Study Method, and Firstpective Matters to a Life Well Lived. And with everything under his belt, kagaya nga na sinabi ko na sobrang ang dami ng achievements talaga ni Dr. Errol, today we are blessed because he will be sharing with us that side of him which is into writing. So he will be sharing with us the story behind his writing career, and his inspiration. Dok Errol, good afternoon. Kumusta?
Yes, magandang hapon at it seems that it's gonna be exciting hour. Thank you for inviting me over.
Yes, and thank you for being with us today despite of your very tight schedule. Yan. So Doc, hindi ko na papatagalin pa. What inspired you to write?
Um, well, I started initially kasi as I conducted lectures and seminars on various topics and being a resource person in many graduations, yun, I was often asked, why don't you write down your lectures and inspiring thoughts and organize them into a book? So why not? Indeed. I was motivated to come up with the strategic management book, which is my first book, upon the clamor of my students who had been asking me to help them understand management theories and how to analyze business case problems. So my students related that analyzing business cases was a great challenge because there were no written procedures in the Philippine context and guidelines set. I was on the same boat as they are when I was still a student. So that's essentially the inspiration to write a book. So I found the need
to have that book.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Doc Errol, before we go to your journey being a writer, in the first part, when I introduced you, initially you were an industry practitioner, right? I remember you are also a spokesperson of an organization, right, Doc? But how
Deputy.
deputy, yes.
Spokesperson, yeah.
How did you cross over to academe from being in the industry?
Actually, during my college days, I found talking in front of the students as a leader, and sometimes some of my professors in accounting also, especially when they are going outside. So, can you take my place? So, I found the confidence before the students.
Okay. So even like while you were doing the industry setting, that experience of yours, Doc, back in college, like
Yes.
really comes back from time to time. And until you started teaching.
So yung stage fright medyo medyo may konti pero na-handle ko na during that college.
Okay. So now let's go back to your journey as a writer, Doc. So sabi ng mga students mo, Doc, masyang hirap. Parang, you're correct, Doc, eh. Parang we can't really find a lot of books na Philippine setting, more on,
Foreign.
Foreign, yan. And it's hard to relate. I mean,
yes.
Di ba, Doc, much better nga na you are able to apply also and to see the industries here in the Philippines. So, nung sinasabi ng mga students mo, Doc, please write a book for us. How was it like? How was the journey like? How did you start really writing that book?
Kasi, di ba, as I handled the class, I usually ask questions, thought-provoking questions, and then from there, I also make an analysis, and ano ba yung what is it in the foreign author that medyo may gap. Okay. So from there, nagko-contemplate ako because you have to look for the gaps before just writing a book. Otherwise, baka yung book ko maging book of quotations kasi quote ko lang yung mga famous authors. So I have to find a niche. And then, actually, in writing a book, it took me 2 years to finish a book. This is because, it's really hard to juggle your time given the demands of a full-time employee, which many times I am on field work. So I'm on a field assignment. And another thing is also I'm a part-time graduate school professor. So nagturo din sa college, but for a few stint lang yan, few sems. Okay. Plus, I also conduct trainings and lectures for various companies. So I told myself, if I have the resolve, okay, to finish the book, I should not find time, but rather I have to make time. Okay, so that's why in many instances, just a story, short story lang naman. While I was on my field work assignments, after our maybe after 6 p.m. office hour, I hurried, or I immediately go to the hotel to get back on my draft, the draft piece of work, and continue writing. And then may ano naman doon may internet. So nakakapag-research din ako. So that's it. Dun ano yun nagsisimula yung ano. When you have the resolve, you are determined to finish it, then you're going to finish it no matter what. Kaya nga yung mga ka-office mate ko sometimes the after office hour so medyo relax naman tayo ganyan siyempre. And pag field work nako, di ba? Kasi malayo ako sa family, and then so I just devoted my time doing the paper or maybe the research. Ayun.
Ang ganda ng sinabi mo, Dok, na parang we should not find time, but we should make time for it. Especially if you know goal.
Correct. Oh, you cannot find time, but you can make time.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so for 2 years, yun yung ginagawa mo, Dok, talagang discipline for you to finish it. And ano yung feeling, Dok, nung finally natapos mo yung draft?
Wow, euphoria. Yeah, so super super saya because na hurdle ko yung and I am always surrounded by yung mga positive people to encourage me. Ayun. So, yun naman ang maganda rin. Kailangan kasi meron din kayong support system.
That's true. Yeah.
Kasama na doon yung mga students ko. Okay? Oo.
So, yung 2 years, Doc, drafting, and then, paano yung officially printing, na-launch siya? How long?
The first book was, I was introduced to a publisher. So, when I presented the idea about the strategic management, sabi niya, that's new. Okay. And then sabi niya, sige, we'll go for it. And then we sign a contract, and then but siguro hindi maganda yung business during that time. I don't know. This is also my I didn't do my homework. Kasi hindi ko naman inaral yung yung publisher. They were on the na pala sila, on the brink. Okay. Ayun, but just same, natuloy yun natuloy. And then several editing, review, and then it is not only the yung publisher na nagre-review o nag-edit. I also ask some people to make a critic. Ayun. So, yun, doon and then ito nga kasi ang dami na naghahanap ng book. Kaso nagkaroon ng problema na nag-close na yung publisher.
Okay.
Nag-close yung publisher na yun, yung publishing company. And hindi pa ako nila na babayaran ng yung talagang total well, parang konti pa lang yung ibibigay nila sa akin. But sabi ko, sige, we're not going to into legal actions. Sabi ko, what I can propose now is whatever inventory that you have, okay, pwede bang kunin ko na lang and then ako na lang magbebenta nun. Tapos quits na tayo. So, di na-avoid namin yung mga legal, di ba? Eh, kahit ang piga ako dun, wala na akong magagawa.
Tapos, Doc, nagamit mo yung strategic management. Strategize.
Kasi both of us are going to lose, di ba?
That's true.
Lose our time, yung money wasted, tapos wala rin naman akong mapipiga. So, arrange na lang ako ng different way. Yun.
Galing. Nakakatuwa naman. Inspiration yan sa mga writers out there na nakaka-experience ng ganyan. Ano yung susunod na gagawin mo, diba? Now, Doc, from writing a formal book, yun, strategic management, nag-crossover ka na naman this time into inspirational book. So, how did it turn out to be like that?
Yeah, kasi every time kasi na-invite ako yung graduation. So, I have to impart some inspirational thoughts. And nakakatuwa kasi while I was standing before these graduating students, makikita mo nagte-take down ng notes. So sabi ko, wow. And then they take pictures. Okay. So yun na yun. As a matter of yung nagte-take ng pictures and yung hindi ako kundi yung nasa screen. Sabi ko, baka mukhang interesting talaga. Okay. And then yung mga schools na nag-i-invite sa akin, sabi niya, that was really inspiring. Sabi ko, kala ko, binubol lang ako. Yung mga sumunod ganun talaga. So mukhang totoo nga. Ayun, so, if it takes from the heart, di ba, madali ka makapag-inspire.
Wow. So parang, ano unong sinumulan mo, Doc? Nag-vlogging ka muna sa Facebook bago mo ni-launch yung book, or book muna and then nag-Facebook ka?
Book muna. Book muna. Pero, ano yan series of speaking engagements. Tapos, from the, yung mga speaking engagements ko ng mga, kinumpile ko yun.
Tapos, ayun, may bago ng style.
Okay. Exactly. Di ba? I'm hitting two birds in one stone. Di ba? Nakapagbigay ka ng inspirational talk during the graduation. Now, I have a book.
Yan. So, Doc, let's go to your tips naman to aspiring writers or yung mga professionals din na minsan napapaisip, what if I start writing a book?
Okay. Foremost kasi ang inisip ko kasi kailangan meron kang meron kang branding there are a lot of writers. Okay. And what makes you unique? What makes you different? So sabi ko, sige, I have to be different by kasi may ako sa sa acronym. Okay. So yung I find it kasi na yung acronym kasi during my college days, very easy for me to recall the lessons. That's why I use this acronym. But just to give you tips dun sa mga aspiring writers, siyempre I have this tips. Ang acronym ko ay writer. Okay. For easy recall, writer. Now, being a writer, it is also imperative that you widen your views and thinking. So W, widen your views and thinking, because your thought process will always be limited to your own opinions and experiences. So to expand your views and thinking, seek out people with different environment than yours. So it's not all about you eh. Kasi hindi lang puro ikaw. Okay, titingnan mo rin yung nasa paligid mo. And you have to be a good communicator. You have to listen with people as they speak. Then you can share your opinions. In other words, you can engage healthy arguments. That's why in a class, yun. So nag-engage ako ng healthy arguments. Yun. And then or it's read a lot. Okay? By reading, okay, it permits you to learn more and appreciate the perspective of other people or other authors. And then magkakaroon ka ngayon ng immersion. And then find something that interests you, whether it could be a book, blog, or another form. So that's it will broaden your horizon. Letter I, inspire yourself to write. Inspire yourself to write. In our office, I'm a frontliner, customer service. As a frontliner, teacher, trainer, and I try from the people in my life who I spend time with. So I love to use a conversational writing style when I put fingers to a keyboard. Okay. And then the next letter is
Letter T.
T. I'm just checking whether you're still listening. Kaya ginaganon ko yan.
Okay. Audience, nanonood pa kayo dyan for sure. Okay.
Okay. The letter T is train to keep getting better. Okay. So meron nga tayong tinatawag na continual. Okay. Continual learning. I said continual kasi pag continuous, it's one straight line or linear. But learning can also be continual. So meron kang great leap. Okay? Now, always push yourself to get better at your craft. When you feel like you have writer's block or struggle to come up with what you want, at times like this, you need to take a break. Pag may writer's block na nangyayari, kasi minsan may struggle, kung ano yung gusto mo isulat or gusto mo sabihin, then you need take a break, okay, and be refreshed. Look for inspiration. Okay, and then what's the last letter? Next letter, second to the last letter is
letter E.
Letter E. Express yourself to benefit your audience. Okay. Two things. Okay, you have to express yourself for the benefit or to benefit your audience. In the past kasi, I just wanted to express my thoughts and feelings, not minding whether one will read what I write or what I wrote. Then I changed my perspective and approach. Ayun. The next time, I always ask myself, what am I writing? Then is this the kind of message that the audience would like to receive? Okay. And then later on, I have receiving comments, but thankful messages, and that's a great feeling. Diba? And then what's the last letter?
Letter R.
R. Reassure yourself. Okay. There will come a time that you will experience na ng mga negatives, mga negativities, and mga struggles. Just ignore the negatives. Okay. Because as we all know, excellent writers were once in that stage before they succeeded, right?
Yeah.
So keep writing, and the next thing, you'll be amazed that you're moving to the next level of your writing career. Just be honest with yourself, and since writing is an expression of your innermost self, remember to stay true to who you are.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow. Nasulat nyo ba yan, audience? Ilalagay natin yan sa description box, di ba? Para naman meron talaga silang guide. And I like what you said, Dok Errol, na parang express to also help your readers. Kasi tama, parang as a general rule, we writers, we write to express ourselves. But at the same time, Doc, na parang may bigger picture pa na you express yourself, pero after that, anong susunod? Diba? Mas maganda yung may lasting value talaga yung sinusulat.
Yes, tama yun. Para mag-benefit, tama.
Correct. So, ayan, Doc, ang dami natin pinag-usapan tungkol sa writing. Now we go to your books. And maybe we can talk more about it, lalo na yung Firstpective book na yan. Baka naman meron ka dyang, Doc, na sample ng iyong book. Tell us more about the story behind that. Although you've mentioned nga, Doc, na it's from the speeches that you did. Pero paano ka namili kung ano yung ilalagay mo and ano ba yung aabangan nila sa book na yan?
Yes, okay. So actually, ito yung second book ko. Ayan, hindi naman prepared. Hindi ko naman yan, the Firstpective Matters. I was so critical also from the cover, from the design of the cover. So talagang piniga ko yung yung artist. So sabi ko, look for something that hindi yung ordinary lang. And that's why, ayan, nakaka-up siya ng ganito. It can be seen as a staircase. Right? Because life is not a linear. Okay? And it's going up, so it means life should be moving forward, okay, or moving upward, okay. And then at the middle, it can be seen as light or bulb. So your life has to shine also, even in the darkest hour or the darkest times, di ba?
That's true.
Hindi, maraming kwento yan eh. Dami kong yan eh. So essentially yun yung kwento nung cover. Yeah. Then this second book came as a suggestion also to compile the many speeches, as I said, di ba? And I take I delivered this on different forums, not just on the graduation and other So may mga trainings din, and then this book is a compendium of essays that provides encouraging lessons for practical living and suggestions on how to deal with our feelings and impressions. So as a student, I found it easier to recall my lessons with the use of mnemonics. This is the very foundation of the book. Mnemonics are used to make teachings in life much easier to recall. With each life lesson, I devised acronyms for the readers to take to heart much easier lessons, which I myself went through and learned from.
Okay. So how can we order yung viewers natin?
Yeah.
Your book, is it still available?
I have a friend, pinromote nito sa Facebook. So nagkaroon ako ng Firstpective Matters page. Okay? So kinreate niya yun. And then from there, pinopromote niya. And then part ng kanyang engagement is also to come up with a video. Short video lang. Ayun. So yun doon nagsimula yung And then every time na may mga speaking engagements, that's also an opportunity to promote the book.
Okay. So ngayon, Doc, yung audience natin, kung interested sila, they can just visit the Facebook page and place the order there.
Actually, they can go, they can PM me. They can PM or PM the Firstpective Matters or the PM me on the on the Facebook. And then just inform lang yung yung address. Okay. Complete address. Then contact number. Okay. The name, complete address, contact number, and how many copies. And also, kung gusto rin niya ng ng dedication.
Dedication.
Oo. Kung may pagbibigyan. It's is if you're thinking of a gift, it is also a good gift to to give this especially during this pandemic.
Yan.
Yeah. Actually, I'm giving this at a promo rate. Naka-promo rate ako ngayon kasi sabi ko just to help the yung mga naka-experience ng anxiety. Kasi I also talked here some yung mga depression. Binanggit ko nga yung mga yung mga nagpakamatay like 'di ba? So talagang malalim ang depression.
Very timely din, Doc, yung messages ng book na yan, lalo na sa current situation that we are facing now. At ilalagay natin sa description box kung how to proceed with reaching out Dr. Errol and placing your order. Ano pa, Doc, yung mga future plans mo in terms of your writing journey?
Wow, thank you for asking that. Actually, God willing, I'm preparing for the 2 new books. The first one is the revised edition of the strategic management. Kasi I have new concepts already and theories, and then I have to update also the cases there. Okay, and then kasi some books ito sabihin ko lang mga foreign authors ang ginagamit pa rin nila kasi yung 5 forces, 'di ba? 5 forces pa rin. Meron na pang 6th hindi naman ginagamit. And then may mga adjustments akong mga ginawa dun. Anyway, yung second one is it's an inspirational book also, similar to Firstpective Matters. This pandemic made me realize that looking after your mental well-being is crucial if you want to live a happy and fulfilling life. This is the first time that I will mention the suggested name of the book. It's because of you. The name of the book is, yung una kasi Firstpective Matters. Ngayon naman, Firstpective.
Firstpective.
Firstpective. You need to have a fresh and dynamic perspective, in other words. So fresh, it's a coined.
Ganda ng play up of words. Exciting. Yan.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow. Doc, any other message for our viewers out there before we end this interview?
Yeah, thank you so much for the opportunity here, and to all our friends here. You may never know if you have a gift of writing until you do so. Okay, so it is important that also that you must be surrounded with people, positive people, to encourage you to explore and widen your horizons. And if you have indeed a gift of writing, be unique to find your niche. Okay, I know some authors of especially in academic books, who just merely quoted the theories of known authors. Then it becomes a book called a book already. So don't be like that author, or else your book or write-up will be called a book of quotations. Ergo, be different. Then if you have the gift of writing, use it to share your knowledge with the world so that you can make a lasting positive imprint to next generation and glorifying God in the process. Then your
Amen.
perspective, your thinking, and your life will flourish. Remember, a lasting perspective is a perspective that matters.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dok Errol, with that very meaningful message to our viewers out there. And hindi na kita aabalahin pa for sure. Magsusulat ka ba? At para
Hindi.
makapag... Yes, Doc.
May engagement ako ngayon. May
May
engagement ako na
engagement.
naggagawa ako nung kanilang mga training modules.
Wow, napaka-hectic talaga ni Doc. Thank you so much, Dok Errol. And to our audience out there, this has been here, our stories, and with me is Dok Errol. We pray that, if there's this a thought of you to start writing, then why not? Gaya nga na sinabi ni Dok Errol, you won't know if you can write unless you start doing so. Of course, for the glory of our Lord as well. Thank you so much, Doc. God bless
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to your friends. And yes, always remember Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Bye-bye!